on. So
all right, let's get into this one. We got C9 against LEV.
A little bit more of a death fall if Texas is just going to be watching flanks, or if it's going to be King just trying to use the lurks here.
See you soon, Lexi. Thank you, thank you.
Look at the lurks later. We have first contact at middle from Tiles. And the first one to answer is once again Leviathan. And Oxy falls at the beginning, watching it from the market.
The mid take. And then group up, head over towards A, which is retake. We got camera early info, kill trip. And it's looking like C9 are going to re-clear the question mark that was made over towards the middle. So they might be able to go fast behind. The thing is, Tech still has a trip. And he hasn't used it yet in terms of behind.
This is going to be a weird.
How the hell does that one go?
Oh, they're ready now.
Yep, especially after that jiggle from Calm. That's 3 coming back. A high flash, a paranoia.
I go above to check all the sight. That's nice.
1 versus 1 to jump across. Zeppa wins that fight.
They don't have too much map control, I say, as Tex takes a risk, pushes through the smoke, and they're not going to expect him here. Lovely push from Tex, to be honest. Realized that they needed some map control. Everyone's probably too late. That's a lovely heal from Zeppa. Both of them getting healed.
The defensive side for C9 as we have players full HP trying to retake.
Just pushing forward. Lev get a few quick kills. Vanity to peek.
Whoa, Tex.
Head-to-head against Vanity.
Yeah.
As Mazzino still holds that sight down. Traded out by Rooney. A tap on that spike and a tap of his stick. And that corner towards Dice has never been cleared. King gets the easy pick. Vanity trying to make some noise just to bait him out. And it's King to jump instead.
Okay.
On to
Works out pretty well. Tex did kind of win the round though, even though it was a moment where he was sleeping for a lot of it. The push through the smoke, yeah, was the one. Yeah.
He was jumping into
Yeah, exactly what they're talking about now.
They did not expect to lose the sight anchor in that situation. And then here, good hold on sight. They're looking towards spawn for that regress, and it actually comes from inside.
Oh, eco, no one doing anything crazy, and they are just sold on this. The double rifle buy with a Spectre, and then they're allowed 2 deaths.
Moving right away on that first round as they stack 4.
And you can always get a good, always get a good buy if you do it cleanly.
Mazzino's got a few on the kills, but we see Oxy grabbing him up on one side, and I figure Phoenix would be the one to do it on the other.
Perfectly done here for C9. At least you're on an eco and you're trying to get that ult up, rather, the showstopper ACP onto Oxy. Even when you're looking at the roster for C9 for this map, it kind of makes sense. The roles that they're currently playing, all very strong in that specific role. Yeah. So there is a chance. We haven't seen too much of C9 since
only missed the mark, right?
I guess the offseason at this point. They tried some Yoru and stuff like that on this map. This is a fairly confident the lineup that he could have here for Cloud9 on this.
So nice map from LEV in terms of this one. Worried that one person's holding over towards A, stun, across, bit of pressure to try and make sure that it's 2 people. Shout out to Oxy, just pure confidence, pushing them back. They get the info that no one's here. They can go stack over towards B. Do they get there in time?
Ready to hit B. All the util floods in. They should be getting a front sight plant here.
C9 had a perfect read after that 1v1 on the east side. 4 players through.
Whoa, that's fast.
There's finally a trade coming out from Cloud9.
I mean, at least it can happen to the best.
Zeppa's trying to find a timing, looks into the wrong corner. Calm picks up the easy kill. This will be GG for the round. Oxy low HP at 13. Underhand throw. And doesn't want to give an orb away to his opponents. I'll take that any day. Smart play.
Yeah, I mean, that is
chip armor, trying to do a little best of both worlds. But going down in the end, you can only do so much in there, and you don't want to give the alt orb.
Min-maxing his demise.
Exactly. Exactly. At every point in time that you can. All right, Leviathan. Interesting to see. We saw Mazzino and Tex on the one side. They put the
and then with this one, they get the 2 guns into it, and we are having a lovely bonus. We've got 2 people. They still have the light armor, but they didn't see a outlaw here, so.
Expect to see those full protocols coming out on each
recon deep into the corner, which kind of means that you have to commit to shoot it, be main controllers. I mean, there's a lot of agents and a lot of ways of taking it. This is one of them. Phoenix ult, 1 away.
That was a question for us.
And it looks like a classic at the moment. B farm with the orb over towards the A farm, and honestly, C9 should be on top of this at one point, so you might even see this get reinforced a little bit with the Omen. Maybe they put some smokes over here.
Once again, was trying to contain the A side as Oxy's the one trying to push forward with Zeppa. Themselves trying to control space on the A side, try to control orb if they can. He was ready to pounce. That dog was ready to pounce there, but Zeppa just staring Through the eyes of that dog, the lurk here from Tex.
Oxy has double satchel.
Nice fault line out from
Yeah, might want to nade to stop this orb.
Really nice escape, expecting that too. It kind of thwarts the fact that they want to play off the fault line. Oxy
Wait, did they get the orb? Is the orb gone?
Safe, but is it enough?
Feels like the orb is gone and I missed it. Otherwise, Aspas gets that all day.
And it might be just enough time for Cloud9.
There was a one-way being thrown there towards that left side. A smoke in the end when they got the flash contact and elbow. But this gives
all people here. Viper goes in off the contact. Wow, nicely dive from Calm. That's impressive that Calm wins that. 15 seconds. Oh, lay ult as well. Yeah, nicely done from C9. 4 people on the site.
As he gets that pick, but there will not be enough time running through the protocols. Boost and Vanity fall back to save the weapons and also win the round on time here for Cloud9.
Oxy doing the dance inside sight. Gotta see it again. What was that separation between Lev out the smoke? Well, somebody ran spawn and then Oxy had time to just dance around the box, get back in position, and get the safety here. The dog just grilling.
Well, you saw that util that came out.
Oh, okay. He was pinging out the trip.
So for them, for Leviathan, they thought that it was fully cleared.
True.
And Oxy, all he did was dance around the left side. He had no pressure on the left side because of these one-ways that were being thrown by Vanity in. That was probably the perfect thing to allow Oxy to get these kills in. That kid keeps smiling.
Great defense. B main control instantly again for Leviathan.
And that's one thing here that C9 will have to start identifying, but we'll hold that thought for a bit. There's an early curveball, and now the orb's being taken by
2 away from Breach, or Tex in control of middle, and it is a 4-person late take of middle.
They have to try to fight, but they're fighting mid instead.
Don't know how many people he heard push there, but I think someone else made footsteps, but they don't actively go into B.
So they know Lev is playing the orb game. That's something that Rooney can hear inside B. It's something that's going to happen. You see Rooney throwing the Viper or the Snake Bite out every so often, just trying to do a bit of damage, get some armor off, and chip him away. And this mid to market play could be huge.
Only good for that one kill, unfortunately, though, as they had the
players to at least
try to set up some sort of crossfire for Cloud9. Advantage still for Leviathan as the hot hands gets thrown at the staircase. Zeppa runs through for
very good timing on this one.
Here's the spike
really good timing.
And he's hoping to get one. The Blaze wall up, finally gets the pick there onto Aspas, but doesn't know that there is this player right here that
Zeppa gets another kill, he gets Seekers, and it is worth.
Left to try to get information for Cloud9. So it has to come down to the swings and the trades. And
nicely done from King. They managed to double up as well. The big buy rounds goes the way of Lev.
The time that you saw the swing off that paranoia, they were expecting somebody to be tight left, not just standing right in the middle there with another off angle. So nicely played. Good.
Is it going to be another game where C9 can never get 2 rounds in a row?
And the mid fight super aggressive. You see C9, like you said, wanting to get their hands dirty right away, wanting to find out what Lev is doing.
Yeah, because we talked about maybe trying to control B main, but at this point, if they want to fight back towards middle, they'll give the orbs anytime they want. Getting control of mid will not allow any lurkers to happen on a split towards B. And potentially
instant recon over towards B, 4 people waiting for it, so they're trying to just abuse the fact of the default.
Now looking for a timing to contest towards the B site with a tap.
All goes up. Yeah, I mean, Calm is just on this. And it's a Viper, and why would Viper be pushing alone? So ready for more, that is a gun. Instant reaction after seeing 2 is to head over towards A.
And make sure they don't get it. There's the step he needs.
Yeah. That's too obvious at this point.
And that's nice, 1 person just holding the gun on this one. And you would imagine Aspas gets the plant. I mean, they still think someone might be in A. Whoever gets the plant is kind of fine. Mizzino gets his ult. Aspas gets his ult.
So they can start to think about future rounds on this, and all they have to do is hold off Cloud9. C9 here. Pick up a few of these.
Yeah, and they got rid of. Oh no, they didn't get rid of the gun.
Oxy's like, is they still protecting this? Not just yet. So Showstopper and Seekers for next round too. So C9 aren't too far back here from being able to even up this game with the power they're bringing into the next few rounds.
Yeah, and they don't mind playing a little bit more forward at this point as well. So that Oxy could actually help out to maybe go for any type of trades if Zeppa gets contact now towards A.
It looks like we're saving one and trying to do a bit of damage from Zeppa.
Away to Aspas. He's already one away from to run it back as he's moving forward with the rest of his teams, trying to find these players that are trying to die to spike potentially.
I was thinking, does Aspas go hunting? But it looks like Mizzino has to Or Mizzino or Tex have to buy.
Luca, yes, I do. We saw a very good example of that earlier in the GE Zeta game on Icebox.
To see Zeppa go in there. And Oxy's gonna hold
where they went into a stack, but they could have avoided the stack by having one person with a ghost just like checking it out.
Get mid control. Take a little bit of that. 2 rounds ago, we saw C9 trying to stick their foot in that door. It didn't work too well. They did get the trade-off, but they're losing one. So if they can just get control,
it's like comp dependent though. You don't want to like rely on it, but
market or at least top mid.
If it's something your comp struggles with, it's good to have in the back pocket.
Maybe even Tiles control would mix up a lot of how they start their strategy. And towards A again to start though with a lurk from King. Insta-util.
Flash where the recon lands as well. Have a big fire round. Rooney one away. I mean, there's multiple people one away from their ult. Vanity, Rooney, Aspas.
Oxy set up really for a camera showstopper, but it gets instantly broken, this camera. So they might not be able to set this early trap play.
Just spamming the potential trips.
Yeah. Trying to find a dog too, and
they don't get too much info from this because Tex has been doing this all the time.
From Tex, they don't think that there's more players behind, so C9 will opt to save their showstopper for now.
Yeah, I think C9's done a great job of kind of reading overall how LEV starts the rounds. We saw the fault line from Mizzino almost go straight up pawn shop towards the dumpster this time. That's been the blast pack escape for Oxy. So instead of from tiles, they went to change it up towards pawn. Now
imagine that's
it becomes a contact play. But C9 giving LEV a hard time on these starting setups now.
Yeah.
Seekers goes in from middle. 2 of them instantly go towards A. Holy. He uses his ult to protect himself though, so we only get 1. Nice reaction from Aspas, but it's still managed to get another one. The over-rotate came from C9 because once we did the Seekers from middle, 2 went over towards A, so it looked like an A hit, especially with the ult used. And they were just not expecting a 2-person walk over towards B. Spike just gets here in time. Are they just going to insta-flood? They got no util to get out, right? No Sky Flash. Oh! Oh! Damn, what a hero nade.
C9 found the timing with the util to get these kills.
Hero nades. That was lovely from C9. What a great round from Oxy. And they used what? These 2 ults?
From the pawn shop play to mid. Oxy never really saw too much play with who they were playing. I think it was Zeppa maybe up there too. And yeah, this shot.
Beautifully done by Rooney there. Swaying towards the end, I mean, you saw it. They still had the snake bite available. That's the attempt to try to get the plant in that corner first, then the paint shells because of that showstopper. That was very nice.
Let's go for a plant here. Yeah, is it hindsight? I didn't see what was in market though.
Retakes, especially after losing Vanity there. Ultimate comes right away from Com.
And that's all the util down on this B site.
I imagine there was a recon that hit this.
Now Rooney to play an off angle at the entrance of the B site, and there's that lurk on market. B site now open. And
I was watching that, like, I looked at that on the minimap and I was like, wait.
But that's the thing you mentioned, right? The change of tempo that you saw.
So just to C9 win another round, it's looking like they get money reset again. And they're going to have to save. Looks like a LEV save against LEV, but honestly, in terms of the money as well, pretty much got to accept this one.
But now you want to make sure here that it continues on as the round, and the rounds in the map continues here on Sunset.
So just the dwindle down of this timer. Leviathan doing a great job. I was going to say last round, as we saw, taking late B, but having A pressure of keeping this default.
They would love to do damage here, C9.
In a way that's causing Cloud9 to basically
I was LEV here, I wouldn't be going too heavy for the guns.
What the state of the game is.
If they don't need to take any risks, they can just make sure they have numbers.
Elbow, maybe?
Yeah, there's a flash. He's down. Zeppa stuck in the elbow.
Yeah, at least did a bit of damage there. He has to rebuy armor as well, so not too bad at all.
I mean, you can't really ult right away towards A.
Same story as Icebox right now.
Can you ult towards B to start off? It's kind of hard to get that in a good position unless you're just denying something, as C9 call the timeout here. So it is going to be a bit of a lower buy.
The map is attack-sided slightly.
And they're going to have to come out with something, as this looks like it could be a runaway with the amount of money that Leviathan has, with the amount of ults that are going to come up. So what do? The mid pressure has actually gotten Cloud9 a favorable trade. And each time they do it, Tiles control has been Leviathan's all the time. So something in mid may be the answer to at least separate the power that Leviathan feels like they have in this default setup.
And it's tough. You're mentioning
Level looking good, yes. I agree. Very good.
I mean, towards that B side, it's going to be a tough one.
They just come around market if you use it main.
Exactly.
Otherwise, the same, you know, vice versa.
And you have to make sure that it reaches far enough to even deny the orb, but they have such good util on the other end for Leviathan to just counter that right away. So maybe trying to get that pick and tempo towards the middle would be potentially the play if they want to up the tempo that Imi wants right now out of C9.
All right. Let us see.
It's towards A, at least to start where Rooney's position is. For Leviathan,
managed to squeeze out a buy
like
with
nice
the save.
Spikes down towards
2-4 loss bonus on top of this.
Flank, watching the pushes. It's going to be text towards this A side.
Okay, this is the difference between a savage half and a relatively close half.
Looks like they
I say relatively close, it could still be like a 3-9-4-8. But
so like Phoenix and the Cypher may try to sell something towards A, but no, Tiles control again is Tex is met with that one way. We'll see what Aspas can control. So they actually just go for control over the orb of A. Very nicely done. I mean, it's a set, but now if they go through mid around to A, this could make things sketchy here for Cloud9's defense.
Vanity was trying to play on the top of news.
They were so ready for that reaction of the contact.
But couldn't get that
kill. So ready for this setup. It's not even fair.
Anchor piece on the top of middle. Yeah. Zeppa got smoked out, was trying to find information, and then he got picked in the end. So an early advantage for Leviathan. And actually, it dwindles down the defense that you currently have here from C9 because one has to be planted towards the A side. So it gives a lot of room for Leviathan to work middle and anywhere they want from there.
They have such good protocols out of this. Normally, you could almost say to yourself, all right, let them have mid. What are they going to do from there?
Yeah, it's pretty nice as well. Just once you get the first kill, just cutting sounds, and then you just wait for them reactively as well. The stack does come in towards B, and do they just cancel this? They saw two. No idea about Omen. Omen could really farm this. They know that Omen's here once the flash goes in. Does allow them a kill, though.
An assist to allow Oxy to get the kill onto Aspas. Vanity playing the off angle right in that tight cubby.
The great gamble stack from C9. Lev cut sound create a lot of question marks, and pretty much they just guessed that they were going to be going into A. You see all the pings as well, they're just talking about the numbers that were here. A very good call from Vanity in terms of stacking over towards B. I mean, it makes a lot of sense with the early info over towards A. Not many people are gonna heavy just go A like this, and they also had map control if they did decide to do that.
That is the question. Cloud9 still looking at a few ultimates, but those are going to be in the play, in the protocol with Omen, with Vanity on his ult, and Moose.
And you saw with those picks though, right? They didn't really take
let's see.
Too much control of top.
Can they get two in a row? They just can't get two in a row on defense.
Or 8 rounds rather that we just saw. They haven't really been pushing up middle to pinch from behind. It's just really default 3-2 from this B site, or just plowing towards the elbow towards A. But this is slowly being read by C9 as they have 3 players here to get ready for that push.
They look angry. It looks like they want to
and this can literally just be contact, sidestep, flash, and then go back in.
That Noya in Vanity's hands is almost the light on the fuse.
Idol clears over towards middle, doesn't see anyone.
They have control of the orb though, and they've pushed up.
Meanwhile,
really
retake over towards A, and Tex has done good at taking a lot of space.
Here, that's going to tempo up the push from Leviathan towards his A side, but Moose has trap kills all across the board here. If he gets smoked out towards spawn, you can just hopefully get a tag or some kills. Nice little flash at the same time. If you're going to try to run through, you could get tripped over. As Leviathan is looking to exit or enter towards the A side. Nice little win by Tex.
Double.
Even a second one thrown out
got all the space on this round and got the double. That's mad.
Potentially here, having no choice but to save. Yeah. Especially now that Aspas is pushing forward.
Yeah, they just can't get 2 in a row.
Keeping them at bay. And look at Com already lurking out towards
a really good round from Tex.
Of course he is. The perfect lurk too. Nobody.
Oh no! How many is he good for?
Hello. Just holds it out. The spray forcing him towards Com. Unfortunately, can get a second one, but you definitely do see the rest of Leviathan hunting down C9 towards the market now. Thankfully, Rooney's still alive, so he can put the wall up. Decay onto Tex, gets the pick. We might do Iron Man at this point. King's close by, but you definitely see the last players. They don't have too much money to work with here, so the last 3 will.
Yeah, they save enough guns though, so they don't have to eco. Still a nightmare with the money.
We look at that round, and I think it becomes a round where C9 is happy to allow mid open, and they play control over a site. Here, they give up too much space and it bites them. Like, Tex walks right into the site. It's all contact play, and Leviathan just takes the shots that they need. So a little too much space being given in one round. They control it good and find the middle ground. Lock down Leviathan and don't give them
Op
as
goes
much.
in,
Again,
so big
Tiles
change
has
up.
just been
Oxy
home
gets the
ground
op
for
out.
Lev. Once they
Camera
get mid,
aggro.
they listen to the map. They start to read it. See if they try to
Recon
go
goes
for that
in. Could
once
just take a
again
ping
here
off
as
to
we're
this.
back into the early rounds. And that's a miss. So close to the hand there of Aspas.
Yeah. And it was off a camera to bait it out, but at least able to rotate back towards the market. That's Tiles down. So you talked about this Tiles control. They found it, but somebody still made it through. It's King just waiting to see if
can you shoot it from bottom and mid so they don't realize the timing? I like this a lot.
Perfect timing to come across head to head.
Yeah, and as we can see, Vanity was just not in for that. Heard the shots and saw the shots from bottom mid. Or lovely call on this one. Always nice as well in terms of taking back A control. Spike goes in, still doable with King. C9 did good here.
An opportunity to win a 1v1 right here.
Oh, this is so on.
Spike now picked up. Recon dart available. He's just going to use all the time in his favor to add a little bit more.
Well, that makes it hard.
Wasting out or forcing out the neural theft. The ping across, the spike plant down, the sprays attempt, the off-angle position now by Com. The double swing in the end, but it's C9 winning it. Now we're making it a closer game finally for Cloud9.
Yeah, good control there. Rooney with some.
Yeah, it was a nice reaction from C9. I like the mid rounds idea as well. From was this King?
Being able to pick apart Leviathan in mid is definitely what C9 can focus right now. Yeah, you want to play defense.
Not getting two in a row though. Maybe, probably.
Angles, but I feel like if Lev's going to give you this many fights in mid, there's a way to get that trade. There's a way to play it, so they're going to go down. And there was Oxy's operator. They don't have it again. It's going to be in Vanity's hands now as they start to switch it up. So not even the positioning, but the player. We'll see how they one way here, Vanity, and then I think he'll go towards mid as they try to shut down on this pressure Lev can create from that part of the map.
Cool. So they call the wall down, and there you go, beautifully done.
Little revenge there, huh, Vance? King goes down from the
very nice
round to Vanity's hands now.
Did they take down the smoke? The solo smoke?
Get that stinger out of their hands, but still have mid control. Something they prioritize.
And right now, since they lost a smoker for Leviathan and you're playing single controller, you're going to have to start using your Cypher and Phoenix together potentially to block vision as you're moving
contact
through.
somewhere.
You're eliminating the fact that you could lurk around, but as I say that, it's Calm trying to sell a fake towards this A side with the L drone as Rooney's waiting. The walk contact play back into market. It's traded out. Showstopper out.
Oh,
and it gets swatted out by Aspas.
What a shot.
There's that Blaze
wall man.
Back towards the spawn. Big flash putting Moose away. Zeppa running through. There is that cage, and he's burning down from the hot hand. Second flash.
This guy double flash.
And as they're playing back and forth with utility for C9, they can't capitalize on a kill.
They're just trying to get out of MOBA.
Exactly. And it gives enough chance here, enough time for Khan to meet up with his two teammates to try to isolate this B site.
Lovely play from Zeppa there.
Down B.
As now the paranoid comes through, now committed towards this B site. It's up to Moose to wait. 18 seconds left with the first tap. Calm playing the
They know they're out of flashes as well.
The jump spot. Oh, could connect the shots, unfortunately.
Big round from Zeppa. 10 seconds, more time, sure, I'm believing. This time, not a thing. 2 in a row, first time we've seen it from C9 in terms of their defense. Finally happened for them.
A different story than that first map on Icebox.
Yes, it is. C9, even the trades we saw a few rounds ago, I think it was Rooney and Zeppa who had pushed up towards A, or awesome shot by Vanity. The swings they were doing off each other looked much more coordinated, just tethered to each other, able to anchor the shots. They were missing a lot of that in the first game here. And looks like they have ironed a bit of that out. Operator still here, going to be in the mix for the final round of the first half on Sunset.
So overall, Omen ult is pretty much it for this one. We see some double kills. Flash goes in middle, they see it. Recon goes over towards B main, no one shoots it. They know B main's clear.
As they formulate their attack side.
The Phoenix? I mean, the flashes are good, especially when everyone's playing double controller. The main thing is there's no like real choke points apart from B that you need to dash through. So that's why like the solo
You saw the other
The
end, they were
solo
trying to control middle,
Phoenix can be decent. That was 6 shots, by the way.
3
3 in a row as well, it's looking like, unless something mad happens. Maybe they're warming up. This is still a decent half for sure. A little bit attack sided, 6-6, they take that.
Com is going to use, once again, all the time in the world to make C9 antsy and hopefully punish some mistakes. But C9, you definitely see it. A pit on that spike, and they're just going to hold it.
They're like 38 seconds. What do you got? And it's going to be the op from Vanity. They bring it up to a 6-6 first half. And it was interesting. Oxy with the op, Vanity with the op, switching around how to figure out where LEV was going and understanding that mid was a lot of that starting priority. A lot of C9's focus in the beginning was for that B main control. They expected Osbos to want to hover orb and just eat it up and ult after ult. But that wasn't the play, and it took a little bit for C9 to figure it out. But they did, and Rooney back in action is feeling it.
Yeah, all they had to do there is continue their own protocols and their own game to hold that, and they were able to make this to a 6-6. But at least until we start the second half, let's toss it down to Smix and the belated birthday man, Papa Com.
Thank you very much, Vanzilli. Papa Com, it is always such a pleasure to be able to speak with you. I know the last time I had a chance to have a chat, it was very clear you were very, very nervous. You were absorbing all of the energy of what was coming off of the stage. Now that you've done this, you know, many times, you've seen your son on stage lift a trophy, become a world champion. Has it gotten a little bit easier?
I think so. Him winning the world champion, him being a world champion, it's kind of like, you know, he's accomplished at the top level. So anything after this is gravy.
What was that moment like for you? Because obviously for the EG fans and all the personal fans of Com, it was amazing to witness, but I have to imagine it's different as father to see your son go on this journey from start to scratch.
It was surreal. I mean, the arena was surreal, the crowd was surreal, the Cinderella story was surreal. I mean, it's been an amazing experience.
Indeed, and now obviously he's on a new team. Talk to us. Does he like to deliberate some of these decisions that he makes, or does he talk to you afterwards? What is that relationship like?
Yeah, he always comes to me for strats. No, I mean he's accomplished so much. He's bringing so much intangibles to a team. He did it in a crew. He did it in EG. Now I'm hoping he does it with Leviathan. He's both someone that brings a team together as well as inject a lot of good ideas. So he builds a team up.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Papa Com, as always, for taking the time. We'll see how this map goes as we throw it back to our casters, Vanzilli and Rivington.
Thank you so much, Smix.
Him, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 3 months. Thank you for the prime.
Team deathmatch servers all the time, and I see him tweet about it. And you know what? Another thing, I wish I'd looked as good for 25 years old there. Happy belated birthday there, Papa Com. That's at 6-6. C9 able to fight back now in Leviathan.
All classics.
We saw that they were working a little bit towards this side and went towards a
When was the last time we saw 4 classics for a pistol round?
Well, it's now time for Leviathan to play the defense. They started things off with some information gathering. We saw the Skybird being thrown early by Zeppa that finds no contact towards middle. And C9's looking to get the punish into market. A little bit of love taps there onto Mazzino, forced to fall back now at the staircase, and instantly 2 players going to meet up with him.
You just see him creep into market here all slyly, ready for the protocol. They're setting up for a market play.
Pressure over towards middle.
If anybody,
when they put this wall up, it's pressure that they can be splitting middle. So in theory, they would have 2 people at middle once they put the wall up. And then, here you're hitting a site that only has max 2 people on because you put the wall up and it'll go through mid, I guess.
Right now, C9's just waiting for this smoke to
This guy's kind of doing
well.
work.
Out towards the left side of
Guy's
the
actually
out towards the map. They want to make
clearing
sure
all the middle right now.
But
really, you got to keep an eye on the luck, A as well.
You see the position from Leviathan already ready to set up these.
And they're gonna go back. Rotate goes in. It's a lot down to how much space Moose gets. It's very much down to the skill.
Believes a trap coming through head to head now against Tex.
He knows Tex is back, but he doesn't know where the trips are. Doesn't want to get himself caught. Oh, no. Moose takes it upon himself to go in.
Might be a fast flood retake. They got Omen Flash.
From a new player. feeling
Get a
confident to
Bowman
make it
flash.
happen. The plant's going to go down, and all this
Wasn't
power
great.
from that pawn shop side could come through from C9 on this post plant.
Hot hands, paranoia, shock darts doing a lot of damage here on to C9, but Oxy still gets a pick. Another flash out through the smoke. Oxy gets a second one. Ping shells out. Vanity holding
Classics.
the smoke as players of Leviathan
Classics.
falling down. One more left to go. It becomes a flawless.
Classics though. I'm telling you, classics are so good. Bro.
Round. The mid play, they find out where the breach is. They actually go towards the Cypher util in the end, but know that dealing with that Cypher, dealing what might be set up after they start to go towards market, really nicely pull Leviathan
Should you
over.
stop buying the Ghost?
And
Probably.
This lurk from Moose, as big as he is, can squeak into
Classic
these
is
tight
very
spots.
good for a free gun.
Figure
The
out
right
where
click
C9
as
need to
well.
go partially through the round. Huge stuff. And then Oxy, just classic Oxy, if you will. Nice nade to come out as well.
We're seeing it too from the composition and firsthand that there is a lot of util.
Okay, Lev on their eco decides to try and get as many orbs as possible. Well, I say that they just get the orb. At least creates a lot of pressure as well. They get vision on this, and we get an early rotate. They might be able to get close to flood in. We'll see. Omen Flash is not bought. In fact, Lev buy literally no util on this one. They don't buy anything.
A Vandal or a Phantom, you gotta pick it up right
Yeah,
away.
definite chance for C9 to just farm a little bit here. Double. Sorry, that's a lie. 3 rifles, 1 Spectre.
They shouldn't take or suffer too much damage. Even through the one-way, a quick shot for Moose to collect 1 for himself. And this is going to be a spike death for Leviathan if they can help it. It's going to be hunting.
Exactly.
Oxy going forward, says with this Ghost,
You check right though, right? Maybe not. Was at least just the Ghost, so it doesn't matter too much.
Clean.
Wanted to farm with the Ghost.
Start off the second half. They actually
Didn't really get a chance to, but it's 1 orb closer to the ult. And the good thing was they at least threw the gun away, right? Threw the gun to someone else, hunt with the Ghost.
So that C9
Nothing wrong with it.
is still in there.
Other than
Like
maybe check the corner, but
to bring a little bit of it back out here. Vanity and Rooney able to get the calls that are really working against Leviathan's early rounds. But is it going to work for the bonus? That's the question. The rotations won't come as quick, and Leviathan is going to anchor these sites a little harder. We will
bonus
see
is great.
Zeno living in that market area for quite some time to be able to affect both sides of the map. And we'll see how much C9 favors or just conditions towards A in these next few rounds. No mid control right now for the team. Those pings look like it's a send it.
Lev playing the classic, fight one side, retake the other.
Oh, shrouded step on the top. King couldn't capitalize on the kill. Oxy's actually still quite
Oh,
healthy.
kills here. They get sight for free. Stay for free. I mean, a little bit of damage. Moose still has a trip, puts it down towards spawn, has a cage, also throws that spawn. Rooney has double molly to play the after plant. I have no, I mean, is the smoke? No, okay, picked up the smoke, and now the smoke is on the spike. So we do have lineups for this one, and we see no one coming behind to pressure him. This might be hard for Lev. They need to retake a little bit faster than they think. It works really well, the smoke on site. You can hide in it, and then you can molly as well. Okay, molly goes out now. I think they're done by the mollies, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But there is utility on that spike to delay that defuse out of Leviathan. And all that time that it took for Leviathan
really nice from C9.
Wow. It's icebox all over again.
Yeah, very nicely done. Haven't really seen lineups on this, and I thought this was great, especially putting the smoke over there. Use the smoke to go onto the side, pick it up, and then put it back here.
Good bonus, right? Getting a lot of that.
Impressive.
All right, Lev.
Classic V1 strats. Yeah, we lost to this on LAN, pretty much.
Sorry, the Phoenix.
Haven flashbacks.
And the breach to come in with so many flashes, but it just didn't clear enough ground. Only that early part of the site. C9 were still ready to defend a lot from the A.
Also, yeah, the smoke on site, it's just so multi-purpose. It's sick. Like when they flood initially, you can just, you're right, in terms of like Gecko, KO flashes going over the top, it's just gonna block everything. And then also once that guy dies, that's then your like protocol to so basically what happens is you up the smoke when they're entering going to the site. The guy hides in it, then you drop the smoke so that he's like not flashed. And then when the guy dies, that's when you throw your molly as well. So it's like it actually kind of has multiple layers in terms of getting your timing of the mollies as well. Yeah, it's just sick. That's very nice.
So the control right now, will it be trying to work towards that middle? Will we want to try to get flankers now from Leviathan just to make sure here that C9 can't set up outside of
for sure, Luca, for sure. One of the extra reasons why it's just such a strong agent, right?
Blast forward by himself towards Dumpster, pushing forward through the one-way. Doesn't get hit because King doesn't expect that on that step up already, and they start to flood the site. Little ways that C9's trying to up the tempo to get through the defenses of Leviathan here. So back to a default setup, more so that Cypher at B.
What agent? Viper.
A little bit of B main control. And now breach over towards A.
Of course, Viper.
Went for the recon dart now from the top mid just to get information. Fault line.
One hero gun saved.
If there was more pressure coming out from C9 at the ramp, and then King to come out with the sheriff, but instead King will get posted and will use his body to get information. This rifle that was saved though by Calm in that previous round, you saw that he still has 1,000 credits rather, and didn't want to buy an Owl drone, so they don't really have too much util.
Yeah, and they're just waiting for aggro, and they really think that someone's going to go aggro at one point.
To really try to play more passively, trying to find some sort of punishment here on the over-aggression of C9. And there's that first contact, and King's already falling back.
Flash goes over towards A, a dog went towards middle, and they vision block middle as well. The dog cleared all of the right side, and there was vision block here, so there is pressure.
Just take control of B main as the spike's going down, so a lot of time for Cloud9 to set up here once they take down King.
As they take down King, Mazzino...
Bruni's been really good on this map.
So far, you definitely saw trying to do a hero play towards the dice. It wasn't enough defensive plays and defensive players to help Leviathan from the Dumpster, from the A-Link. Now it'll be a similar story. Make things expensive with the Phantom, dying to the spike, trying to find a timing here as Calm swinging out. Then Zeppa punishes him.
Another go on it. They're just going to fight so they can't pick up the hero gun.
C9 to close up another round. Until Tex moves forward for a 1 kill. Trying to salvage something. Maybe the Phantom, maybe some more kills. Aspash just waiting patiently for the first contact, but could not get a kill in the end. And that's C9 at 10.
Cloud9 are
my favorite comp at the moment on Sunset, still Paper X.
A, but the same strat
I think they're a step ahead still.
Rooney watches the back a bit.
Probably the only map I would say that their comp is like a step ahead. The comps are a little bit,
almost like it's unstoppable.
A little bit wild in some of the other maps.
See this replay one more time, and just a simple hold. This obviously a lower
Sage comp, yeah. I'm just a big believer on Sage on this map, especially with B like this. And just with how people are playing the meta of like fight one site, retake another. Which means that the Sage is good when everyone's saving util and just strolling into sites. What the hell is this kill? Just bottom and middle, gets smokes off, just spams.
Exactly. Calm all it did was spray down towards the smoke and contacted for a kill wallbang. Aldrone coming up and we're trying to answer back with their own wallbangs, but Oxy couldn't get it. Aldrone still hasn't been...
Aldrone spotted 3.
So that forces players to push into the market. He gets 2 pings out of the...
This is the first ever time I called it an Aldrone. Call it a drone.
Actually, Zep at the same time. He counter flashes, but Aspa still holds the angle. And finally, C9 decide to fall back. 2 mini cages. 2 mini block views. As Aspas finally starts getting activated there. He had a very, very slow map so far. I think I saw 6 and something. So that's maybe another plan now for C9, trying to avoid
Breeze comp.
Aspas,
Breeze is pretty open. Heretics' Breeze look good.
Which is potentially why we're seeing C9.
Genji Breeze is interesting.
Yeah,
the defense is still
to make sure you get into
weak,
A. Even if you get trapped, somebody can shoot it for you. You're right. We have not seen any B play here from C9, and when we do go market, LEV has a crossfire ready for it.
Yeah.
And they're already watching from top mid to make sure it's pinched as well and nobody can get a flank. Leviathan putting a little stop to the bleeding there.
When Giants played Sage, what didn't I like?
That's big.
Where we honestly, even though this is probably going to be like a 4-hour long stream, I don't think I have enough time. I hated everything about it. It's literally easier to just say everything about how Giants played.
And C9's just trying to find a better timing to maybe
I hated that game, man.
Push back towards the A ramp, but a second one-way smoke just thrown here by King. We'll slow things down for a bit.
Smoking mid.
In their defense, Sunset was way better than Breeze.
Trying to hit the tripwire just so someone has to think about market. But the A play that's going to come through and King falls.
There you go.
The breeze really, Breeze really got me in a foul mood, dude. So painful.
Look at the pivot.
Fnatic play Giants next.
Focusing on top mid
Yeah.
and A site.
Fnatic should be fine unless Giants somehow do a huge 180.
Who's trying to take control of middle right now, and he's not going to hear any of this so far because it's just a walk across. TP now towards the spawn. It's a fake now just to make sure that you're trying to keep Leviathan out towards the A side. And here comes the hit.
And this is what we talked about. C9 has been going A, conditioning towards that A.
Good plan, and they can get over towards B. They plan against the wall. Is it the classic? 15 seconds until we get a smoke. Com is on the flank behind. There's a big duel. Take out the Omen.
Just got caught. So they have to try to push a little bit more. There's that nice pick by Rooney. A tap on that spike maybe, but now here comes a showstopper out denied by Mazzino. But instantly killed by Vanity. Aspas trying to move
Don't even
back
need
out.
to use the smoke at the moment, it looks like.
Isolating. Trying to
Have a
isolate
Viper
one
smoke
of
onto the
these last
spike as
three
well with the
players of
mollies.
C9.
There it is.
Okay, nice try from C9. I mean, nice try from LEV, to be honest. At least they had someone flanking behind. They kind of know about it.
C9 won that duel, and it's their turn to be 2 rounds away of closing out Sunset.
It does get scary in those moments. You're like, wait a minute. And the amount of times we've seen Oxy get shot out of his ult this series, that hurts too.
That is also very true,
Your
yes.
showstopper comes up and it's gone down twice, I believe, almost in a row now. Yeah. Vanity starting to clap back with some of these shots, feeling good. We'll see, 11-7, 1 point off that game point.
Lev struggling from the C9 cast of winning 1 and then can't win 2 in a row. Money's in the bin after this, and there's only going to be 1 round left, but that is huge. Not even sure if any of them made the flash, to be honest.
They've done a lot of these setups at the beginning of the round from Aspas and Tex, and this is the first time that C9 tries to just tempo really quickly towards B main. And they were
The Heretics Icebox comp? Yeah, that's very strong.
It's late now in
I like a
round
lot
number
of Heretics
19 of
stuff at the moment.
Giving a chance here for Leviathan early.
Hopefully Nilzinho is not in chat, man. I've got a big head.
See what that Aspas and Tex hold at B looks like. Cam sees them, they throw down a gate, they get out a flash, and just start lacing through with the Phantom sprays, and specifically the Phantom sprays, so they can't be traded back as easy. Here we go towards A, dogged out, Rooney almost got util caught, but he fires back.
That's crazy that he re-swings to pull out his weapon too, so Com was not ready for that one.
Oh no.
The kill on the Tex, the timing off.
Oh no.
Rolling Thunder then answered back from the
The 1
Seekers.
round to actually make it doable.
Aftershock out as well. Does it contact? No, he's made it towards the back. Now Zeppa is tucked in, 30 HP. Weapon now back out. He doesn't get the kills. Oh my god.
Nice 2v4. Rooney is smashing him a little bit. What's he on? 20-10.
7.
He's been really good. This attack has been nice to watch.
Before that they're swinging together. C9 so much more in sync. I think that one was thank God we swung together.
Oh yeah, the flash just went through the cage.
Is there to bring him to game
Oh man,
point.
that's actually really nice. Cage goes in, and then you think you have a bit of space, and it goes just beyond it.
And both swing through, gets that pick.
He was like, no, I was leaving that one for you. I get this one, you get that one.
What is the FAD map?
No worries.
Ascent.
Fast push again, straight into B main here.
And already
Instant reaction of them taking B main as a push up middle with 3 people. Omen flash hits 3. Can flash back. Trip on site might wreck them a little bit. See?
There's that first tag.
Yeah.
And Oxy already falls. Dog now towards the back of Dice, he gets stunned. Trying to get these sprays, trying to stay alive behind the cages, giving time for Leviathan to rotate across as well. Now towards a dumpster. 2 kills coming out from C9 for 1 of Leviathan. You hear that running back from Aspas. There's that pick. A pitch down.
Yeah, nice kill from Moose, and they could just go kill him. Could just go kill him, right? So no.
He's now pinned back
Guys,
the back of the A site.
have the confidence.
Now for C9 to close the map on a 2 versus 1.
Moose's lurks this game have secured some pivotal rounds right now for Cloud9. They're going to get the plant.
I mean,
it's going to
should
be
still be
front
okay,
side.
you would
That's gonna
imagine.
be a little bit tougher here if that's going to want to be a push from Aspas and for them to spam through.
I saw someone
Aspas
pinging
down.
exactly
It's
like
just gonna
on
be the
top of
fight
it
for
as
fight
well.
Here. Can he get the transfer? C9 set up in a bit of a contact crossfire here.
And he has no utility, and right now you just have to run the main protocols now.
Yeah, and the fact that he hears that it's this plant, you really think that someone's over towards market.
Just making noise, saying, "Come at me, bro." Tap it onto the spike. There's that first jiggle. And see on the other end, Moose is just waiting towards long B the whole
Vanity,
time.
yeah.
So
This Plants who really thinks it's one market, one hill. Okay, very nice from C9. This was very, very good. Rooney deserves a big shout out. And honestly, just the playstyle with the Viper was cool. We've never really seen after Plant Viper util like this. So that's sick.